All right, now we all know that people die every single day, but to end up in a video titled "The Dumbest Ways People Have Died," you had some bad luck. There's a lot of people born every single day. I think maybe like 300,000 people born every single day, and there's like probably like 150,000 that die. It's not equal. I know more people are born than people that die. And to end up in a video called "The Dumbest Ways People Have Died," you had to be really unlucky. But yeah, today we're watching a video called "The Dumbest Ways People Have Died." So yeah, the video will be linked in the description below. Go check out my gaming channel and my main channel, join the Discord, and follow the Twitch. And yeah, let's hop right into it.
The encyclopedia test. In June 2017, Pedro Ruiz and Mona Lisa Perez decided their YouTube channel needed more views. Their wholesome family videos weren't working.
Their videos needed more views, so they did something very extreme for those views.
Decided their YouTube channel needed more views.
Oh, I need more views. Let me go do something that'll get me arrested.
Their wholesome family videos weren't working, so they switched to pranks. The numbers went up. Pedro figured if pranks worked,
oh my God,
extreme pranks.
I don't know if you guys were online in like 2016 or like, I know a lot of people are like, we're living in a weird time where people that were born in like 2012 and 13 and 14 and 15 are starting to become like the primary people on the internet, people that are like 13. So if you're 13 right now, you don't remember 2016 YouTube, but there was a guy who did a prank where it was like a robbery prank, and he actually got shot and killed, and it was crazy. So
would work even better.
I would say that's a pretty dumb way to die, because why would you rob somebody as a prank? That's not a prank. You know, it's like it's not everything isn't a prank, you know, because a prank is, you know, they're supposed to know it's a joke. They don't know it's a joke when you're literally holding a fake gun towards them. It's like,
so he came up with a simple test. See if a book could stop a bullet. He would hold a 1.5-inch encyclopedia to his chest.
That's definitely smart.
Mona Lisa would shoot it from 1 foot away. Simple.
Yeah. That is actually a great idea if you want to die.
Set up cameras and invited over 30 friends to watch. The gun they chose was a Desert Eagle, one of the most powerful handguns in the world.
A Desert Eagle? Are you an idiot? You could have body armor on it, still would go through it. A book?
She pulled the trigger. The bullet went straight through the
shot
book
her boyfriend
and killed Pedro
in the chest
instantly. Mona Lisa called the police and claimed she'd accidentally
shot him in the heart.
Shot her boyfriend. The footage said otherwise. She pleaded guilty to manslaughter and got 180 days in prison. The video went viral worldwide, just not how they planned.
180 days? Well, I guess she did plead guilty, so I mean, she's not like, but still, 180 days. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know how I would go about sentencing her, because yeah, her intention wasn't, I'm gonna murder my boyfriend. She wanted to do it, you know, out of, oh yeah, let's go viral online. They're just, both of them are idiots. I mean, the guy too for agreeing to that.
Planned. Who wants some of this?
And the people that came to watch, like, what in the world? Your friend calls you up. Hey, you know I haven't talked to you since high school, but do you want to come and watch my boyfriend get shot by a Desert Eagle? Like, what in the world? How do you even get your hands on one of those?
2004 in Wales, when a young man invited friends back to his apartment after a night of heavy drinking. The party continued at his place, and that's when he got a brilliant idea. He pulled down his trousers and stuck himself out the window, yelling, "Who wants some of this?" to the street below. His friends grabbed him before he could fall out of the 3-story window. The next morning, he admitted it had been pretty stupid. He promised he'd never do anything like that again. That very evening, he was drunk again. And once again, he pulled down his trousers and started yelling, "Who wants some of this?" out the window.
This time he fell down.
His friends weren't close enough to grab him. He tumbled out of the 3-story window and died on impact. The patriotic hat.
Yes, you could say the concrete wants some of that, or the concrete got some of that.
July 4th, 2024, in Somerville, South Carolina, Alan Ray McGrew decided to take his patriotic costume to the next level. The 41-year-old HVAC technician was hosting a neighborhood costume to the next level.
He looks like Pedro from Snowfall. If you've ever seen that show, he looks just like Pedro.
The 41-year-old HVAC technician was hosting a neighborhood block party, dressed in a red, white, and blue Uncle Sam outfit with a top hat. The drinking had started around 6 p.m. Fireworks were planned for the evening. Alan loved his country and looked forward to celebrating.
Yep, dressed up as Uncle Sam, drinking. Pay your taxes.
Each year. At around 10:20 p.m.,
how ironic.
Alan placed a large firework.
That's the American dream, getting drunk on the July 4th.
Of his Uncle Sam hat. His wife Paige thought he was just messing around. Surely he wouldn't light something on his head. He had already lit it. The firework exploded and caused what paramedics called
It probably blew his head open.
massive head trauma. Alan was dead instantly. He had
Yeah,
become his
he's an
own
idiot.
fireworks display. The DIY bungee jump. On July 12th, 1997, Eric Barsha decided to go bungee jumping on his day off. The 22-year-old fast food worker couldn't find any bungee jumping places in the area, so he figured he'd do it himself. He picked a railroad bridge in Lake Accotink Park, Virginia.
Yeah, definitely don't go to anybody professional. Just do it yourself.
It was 70 feet high, perfect for a homemade bungee jump. Eric tied together several bungee cords and reinforced them with duct tape. He was really thinking about safety. He tied one end around his leg and the other to the bridge. Then he jumped.
It's not gonna hold his weight. He jumped and probably just smashed his head against the
There
ground.
was just one problem with his plan. Eric never considered that bungee cords stretch when you fall. The cords he'd tied together were already a few feet shorter than the bridge height. When they stretched, they became even longer than the distance to the ground.
Oh my God. So he made it too long, or he didn't consider that it would stretch. You would have to make it really short so it stretches and you like don't hit the ground. He hit the
Eric
ground.
hit the pavement 70 feet below
Yep.
with such force that he died instantly. A local man found his body the next
Jesus
morning with
Christ.
the bungee cord still attached to his leg. His grandmother told reporters he was always so smart in school.
He was still hanging upside down.
The fish that fought back. In
My
1998,
God.
a man from Ohio was hanging out with his friend when he got dared to do something stupid. His friend was cleaning out a fish tank and said that one of the fish, about 5 inches long, had been eating all the other fish. The man decided to give this fish payback. He would swallow it whole. He had done this trick before. He picked up the fish and held it over
Dude.
his mouth. Then he gulped it down. The fish fought back. It got stuck in his throat and was too slippery to pull out. He couldn't breathe and struggled for several minutes while his friend called 911.
Oh my God.
When paramedics got there,
The fish probably lived too.
the man was dead, but the fish was still alive with its tail sticking out of his mouth. Both the man and the fish died.
Oh. It's like throw the fish back in the water.
The fake robbery.
Wow, what an idiot.
On January 18th, 1977,
The fish he probably ate wasn't that big.
Italian footballer Luciano Ciccone had a brilliant idea. The 28-year-old Lazio player, known as the Blonde Angel, was famous for his pranks. Ciccone and his teammate Pietro Gadin decided to stage a fake robbery at their friend Bruno Tabacini's jewelry store in Rome. They thought it would be funny to scare Bruno,
Yeah, very, very funny.
and then
Bruno's probably armed to the teeth.
laugh about it later. They covered their faces and walked into the store with guns out, yelling, "Hands in the air! This is a stick-up!" There was one problem with their plan. The jewelry store had been robbed just a few weeks earlier. Bruno was scared it would happen again, so he had gotten a shotgun to protect himself. When
Oh my
Bruno saw the
God.
robbers, he pulled out his shotgun. Pietro immediately put his hands up, but Ciccone kept going with the prank. He
Whoa.
wouldn't put his gun down. Bruno was scared and shot Ciccone in the chest from close range. Ciccone's last words were, "It's a joke. It's just a joke." But it was too late.
Yeah, you deserve to die at that point.
He
If
died
you literally saw him pull out the gun and you kept going,
30 minutes later at 28 years old, leaving
Wow.
behind his wife and 2 kids.
wow. Imagine that's how you have to explain. Imagine the mom trying to explain to the kids what happened. Yeah, your dad was an idiot. He tried to rob his friend. Well, it wasn't a real robbery. It was a fake robbery. And he got shot in the chest with a double-barrel shotgun. Like, what an idiot, man.
Bruno Tabacini was arrested and held for 18 days before being released without charge. It was
I mean, he didn't do anything wrong, I guess. I mean, he got his friend killed. But I mean, if the opposite would have happened, if he would have died instead of him, I could say the same thing. They're both idiots.
declared that the death was the result of self-defense and a terrible accident. The sleeping bear. In 1906, a young hunter in Pennsylvania was out hunting when he found a huge black bear lying on the ground. The bear looked dead, and the hunter thought he got lucky. He found a free bear without having to shoot it.
Yeah.
So he got out his knife and started cutting up the animal
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's very
right
smart.
away. There was just one problem. The hunter never checked if the bear was really dead. He just started cutting. The bear wasn't dead. It was sleeping. When the hunter started cutting it, the bear woke up angry. It attacked and tore the hunter to pieces. The hunter died right there. The scooter duel.
I mean, you're how do you not notice the bear sleep? Like, do you not see bears are huge. I'm pretty sure you would see its stomach moving up and down.
In 2004, 2 Taiwanese college students met up one evening and had a few drinks. After talking, they both found out they liked the same girl on campus. This got them upset, and they decided to have a contest to see who would get the right to ask her out. How did they settle this? Rock, paper, scissors? A coin
Let's see who can drink the most beer.
flip? Nope. They decided to joust like knights, but instead of horses, they would use their scooters. The rules were simple. They would ride straight at each other at full speed, and whoever turned away first would lose. So without helmets or any safety gear, the two rode their scooters directly
This is why women live longer than
at
men,
each other,
by the way.
hitting 50 miles per hour. Neither one wanted to
They probably both
be the
died.
first to chicken out. They crashed head-on. Both of them died. Later, someone asked the girl about it. She said she wasn't interested in either of them anyway. They both
Wow.
died for nothing.
Wow.
The water thief. On April 19th, 2022, Easter Monday in Italy,
They were drunk, dude. I mean, that probably had something to do with it, but Jesus Christ.
a 46-year-old man was thirsty. All the stores were closed for
These
the
are,
holiday.
I don't know which one of these are the craziest so far. These are all, I mean, that's up there. It's crashing into your friend at 50 miles an hour for a girl. 50 miles an hour is fast.
So he broke into a grocery store to get some water. He found a huge tower of water bottle boxes stacked up by the workers. Instead of taking a bottle from the shelf, he decided to pull one from the
I was not locked in for that
They
one.
both died for nothing. The water thief. On April 19th, 2022, Easter Monday in Italy, a 46-year-old man was thirsty. All the stores were closed for the holiday, so he broke into a grocery store to get some water. He found a huge tower of water bottle boxes stacked up by the workers. Instead of taking a bottle from the shelf, he decided to pull one from the middle of the stack. Anyone who's played Jenga knows this is a bad idea. He grabbed a bottle from a box right in the middle of the tower. The whole thing came down on top of him. The man got crushed under all that water and died right away.
Christ.
Store workers found the mess the next day when they came to work. They started cleaning up the fallen boxes
Then they
and
found the guy at the bottom of the
lifting
pile,
them one by one.
dead.
When they lifted the first box, an arm stuck out. The police watched security camera footage to see what happened. The man had broken in just to get a drink and got killed by the water he was trying to steal. The unbreakable window.
I mean, I mean, I would say he deserves it, but my man, you just like, you could have just, like, that's worst case scenario. All the waters fall on top of you. That is like, oh my God.
Gary Hoy was a lawyer in Toronto. He worked on the 24th floor and had a weird habit. Whenever law students visited his firm, Gary liked to show them how strong the windows were by running across his office and slamming his whole body into the window. Gary had done this dozens of times. The windows never broke. On July 9th,
Yeah, seems like a normal guy.
1993, Gary was giving law students a tour. "These windows can't break," he said. He ran backward and threw himself at the window. It worked perfectly. He bounced right off. Feeling good, Gary decided to do it again. This time,
And he flew 20 stories down and died. And they just stood there and probably was like, wow, that did not happen, did it? And they just both left and said, this is a dream.
glass didn't break, but the whole window popped out of its frame. Gary went flying 24 stories down, riding the window all the way to the street.
Fuck.
The law students and his coworkers
24 stories, bro. Damn, that's like, how many feet? That's like a skyscraper. That is a skyscraper. I mean, a building with like 10 stories is pretty tall. 20?
watched in horror. Gary had hit that window so many times over the years that he'd loosened the frame. He died instantly.
Why would you do it 2 times in a row? You're an idiot, Gary. My God.
Hold your Wii for a Wii. In 2007, Jennifer Strange heard about a radio contest in Sacramento. The 28-year-old mother of 3 wanted to win a Nintendo Wii for her kids. The contest was called Hold Your Wii for a Wii.
I know about this one. She held her pee and she like exploded or something.
Drink water and hold it in without using the bathroom. Jennifer showed up with about 20 other contestants. They started drinking bottle after bottle of water. As hours went by, contestants dropped out to use the bathroom. Jennifer held on. After several hours, Jennifer started throwing up, but she didn't quit. Jennifer won the contest and got her Nintendo Wii.
That's a good sign to keep going.
She went home feeling terrible. The next day, she called in sick with a massive headache. A few hours later, Jennifer was dead. She had died from water intoxication. Too much water made her brain swell up. Her 3 children lost their mother over a video game. Her family sued the radio station and won $16.5 million. Road Rage Showdown. In 2021,
I mean, I can't say they sued and won $16 million.
2 drivers crashed on
I don't know, man. That's,
Interstate 80 in Berkeley. Nobody got hurt.
I mean, if you feel that way, I'm pretty sure there was like, if you feel really, really bad, you got to stop.
But both drivers got out to argue about it. They didn't pull over. They started yelling at each other right in the middle of the highway. Cars were flying by. The two men kept shouting and making threats. Then a Mini Cooper came down the road. The driver swerved to avoid the damaged cars,
Don't tell me someone crashed into
but
them.
couldn't miss the two idiots fighting in traffic. The Mini Cooper hit both of them. They both died instantly. The Mini Cooper driver was traumatized.
Bro,
The umbrella trick. Back in
what in the
1999,
world?
a bizarre story out of Bonn, Germany made headlines. It was said that a local street performer had built his career on extreme tricks. He was normally just a sword swallower. He could apparently fit long balloons, metal rods, and even umbrellas down his throat.
How does that work, the sword thing? Is their throat just like really, really wide? I've never known how that worked.
Crowds loved it. One day, during a performance, he decided to push the act further. He grabbed a folded umbrella and began swallowing it to show off his skills.
Oh my God, did he open it inside of his stomach?
While sliding the umbrella down, he accidentally pressed the automatic release button on the handle. The
Oh.
umbrella snapped open while still in his throat. The crowd watched in shock. The performer collapsed instantly. It sounds like the perfect Darwin Award.
Oh, you probably can't even pull it out. It probably just like ripped open his organs, bro.
But there's one problem. Nobody has ever confirmed it actually happened. Sword swallowers themselves later came forward to call the story impossible. A folded umbrella is far too wide to even fit down a throat. That leaves the umbrella trick as one of the most popular Darwin Award
Maybe he lubed it up. I don't know.
legends, but almost certainly nothing more than an urban legend. The falling dog.
I hope that's false. There's no way.
In 1988 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, a little poodle named Kachi was playing on a balcony. The dog was having fun when it suddenly fell off the railing. Kachi plunged 13 floors down to the street. The poodle landed directly on the
Typical dog.
head of 75-year-old Marta Espina, who was walking along the sidewalk. The falling dog killed her instantly. But that wasn't the end of it. A crowd rushed
Talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong
over
time.
to see what
I'm sorry, but imagine you're just on a stroll and a dog falls on your head from nowhere. It's raining dogs.
happened.
Like, her luck is so bad. She was just walking and a dog fell on her head. Are you serious?
A
That's the way you take her out, God?
woman
Really?
named Edith Solo came over to look at the scene. While Edith was distracted by the carnage, she walked into the street and got hit by a bus. She died too, but
Of course.
the chaos wasn't over yet.
I'm sorry I'm laughing, but like this doesn't even seem real. There's no way this actually happened.
An older man saw all this happening and got so stressed out that he had a fatal heart attack on the spot. One falling poodle killed 3 people in 5 minutes.
He died?
Kachi the poodle probably has the highest kill count of any dog in history.
Holy, I mean, you got to think about dogs that have like military dogs, police. Well, they don't kill people, but
The bridge jump.
Jesus Christ, I got to make a video about that.
Kachi the poodle probably has the highest kill count of any dog in
Wow,
history.
that is
The bridge jump.
crazy.
On May 24th, 2019, 2 friends from
That's the craziest one, probably.
Texas were driving
The fact that a dog fell on a woman's head is like insane. I mean, that instantly
south
breaks
through
your
Lake
neck.
Charles, Louisiana at 2 in the morning. Alejandro Cazares was behind the wheel. Roberto Moreno was riding shotgun. They came to a drawbridge that was up to let boats pass. A safety gate blocked the road. Most people would wait for the bridge to come back down. Not these guys. Roberto got out of the car and pushed the safety gate up out of the way. He jumped back in the car. Cazares
He deserves to die.
drove under the gate and headed straight for the bridge ramp.
And they fell
stopped
into
for
water.
a second at the bottom. Then Cazares put the car in reverse, backed up, and floored it. They were
Bro.
going to jump the gap like in an action movie. The car went airborne for a brief moment. Then it crashed into the water below. The car sank to the bottom.
They drowned.
Cazares was trapped inside and drowned. Moreno was found outside the submerged car, but he drowned too. The plastic bag
How did he? What? He drowned?
In 2002, a Brazilian farmer found
What?
a beehive on his property, so he decided to get rid of them by using fire. The farmer put on gloves, long pants, and a long-sleeved shirt. He sealed everything with tape so bees couldn't crawl into his clothes. Then he put a plastic bag over his head and sealed it tightly around his neck. This would protect his face from bee
Yes.
stings. Finally, he grabbed a torch and went off to
He's an idiot, man. He's
burn
gonna
the
suffocate
hive.
to death.
A few hours later, he hadn't come back. His worried wife went looking for him. She found him dead under the beehive, but the bees hadn't killed him.
He has
In
a
fact,
rope around
the
his
hive
neck.
was completely untouched. The plastic bag had worked perfectly. It kept out the bees, the smoke, and the oxygen
He didn't think to cut a hole in it, bro.
he needed to breathe. The farmer had forgotten to poke air holes in the bag. With his gloves taped down, he couldn't rip the bag off his head. He suffocated trying to protect
Jesus.
himself from bee stings. The lava lamp. In 2004, 24-year-old Philip wanted to use his lava lamp. He plugged it in and waited for it to start working. After a few minutes, nothing was
Would
happening.
like
The lamp was
explode or
still
something?
cold. Philip was impatient, so he came up with a brilliant plan to speed things up. He took the lava lamp and put it on his hot stove. There was just one
Yes.
problem Philip didn't know about. Lava lamps are only designed to handle temperatures up to 40 degrees. A hot stove gets way hotter than that. The lava lamp quickly
It probably blew up and like melted his face
overheated
off.
and exploded. Glass shards flew everywhere. One piece of glass went straight into Philip's heart. He died instantly. The chimney grenade. On January 13th,
Wow,
2005,
that's really unlucky. It went right into your heart.
he died instantly. The chimney grenade. On
These are
January 13th,
these are some terrible things,
2005,
bro.
55-year-old Marco decided to clean the chimney in his workshop. He tried using a simple broom, but it was too small for the job. He needed to improvise. Marco figured he needed a chain to pull the broom through the chimney and a heavy object to weigh it down. Looking around his workshop, he found what he thought was perfect: a grenade. His plan was simple. He would weld the grenade to the broom and chain. Then he could pull the whole thing.
This is why women live longer than men. Notice how every single one of these has been a man. Like every every one of these people have died. Like the only woman that died was the woman that got hit by a dog, and that was out of her control. Every single the two guys that the guy that went up to a bear while it was sleeping, the two guys that ran into each other with scooters, the fake robbery, two guys, the fish, a guy, DIY thing, a guy, drunk uncle at the July 4th party, a guy. All of these have been guys, except for the woman that held her pee. But again, that doesn't compare. This is why women live longer than men. We have got to step it up.
The chimney. Marco got
This
out
guy
his
tied a
welding equipment
grenade to a chain.
and started working. He failed to think about what might happen when he put a flame near a grenade. As soon as the welding torch touched the grenade,
He blew his house up.
it exploded. Marco was killed
He's an
instantly.
idiot.
The chimney was left
You're
completely
dead.
untouched by the blast. If you enjoyed this video,
He's dead.
subscribe for similar ones and feel
Jesus
free to drop
Christ.
suggestions for the next video
What
in
an
the comments.
idiot, man. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but Jesus Christ. These people are stupid. Just put a grenade. Yeah, I'm going to drill a grenade with a torch. I don't know. Let me know. I love this guy so much. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the video. Like I said, this will be in the description below. Go check out my main channel and my gaming channel. And go follow my TikTok account, my Twitch, and join the Discord. And yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna end it off there. Dude, this video was crazy, man. I mean, it's like I'm laughing, and it seems like these like never happened. Like, all of this stuff actually happened. Like someone witnessed a guy, like someone witnessed a woman get like killed by a dog landing on her head. That is insane. Like someone had to witness a man swallow a fish and he choked to death. Like, wow, terrible. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I hope you guys have a great day, and until next time, peace out.